How did I get to be one of these guys? He's rather splendid, isn't he? Well, originally it wasn't intended that I would be a Stormtrooper. In fact, I didn't know I was going to be in a Star Wars movie at all. An agent put me up for a small part, supposedly a small part, in a film called The Empire Strikes Back as a desk officer. Well, I didn't know The Empire Strikes Back was a Star Wars film. Because there were a number of films and television programs set in India, I thought it was probably, the Empire was probably India. So I went along to Elstree Film Studios expecting to read for a small part in a film about India. When I arrived, I saw this massive soundstage which had Star Wars written on it. As I understand it, it was built with the proceeds of the first film. But I didn't know that either at the time. And I didn't immediately make the connection then. I went in and met, I think it was the first assistant director, who told me to take a seat and wait. And then something very curious happened whilst I was waiting. I caught sight of Peter Diamond. Peter Diamond was the stunt director, or had been the stunt director, on Dick Turpin, a series in which I played a blackguard in one episode, The Upright Man. The villain was the wonderful Irish actor Ray McAnally. And because I was fairly new to this business, I hadn't yet at that stage in my career learned that you have to wait your turn. And I got bored, and we were filming on this. I think it was in Hertfordshire. It was a sort of coach house or something. And I thought, I can't be bothered to wait around. I want to see what's going on. So I was all made up, and I'm made up to like an old trampy blackguard sort of highwayman sort of thing. And I wandered onto the set and went up to Charles Crichton, I think he was the director, and asked him what he wanted me to do. And an assistant turned to me and said, "We want you to fall down those stairs, please." Oh, okay. And I tried 3 or 4 times to fall down these stairs and was pretty useless at it, when suddenly the stuntman who was supposed to do it turned up. They thought I was him. At that point, Peter Diamond arrived, who was the stunt director. He took one look at me, and he could have just said, "Off with him, get rid of him, don't want him here." But he didn't. He kind of befriended me and let me watch a few setups, and I got on quite well with him. I didn't realise at that stage he'd been a rather trained actor. Anyway, getting back to the point, I was at Elstree waiting to audition, and as I say, Peter Diamond looked at me and smiled and sort of waved to me, sort of nodded his head at me and disappeared. I waited about 20 minutes, and another member of the crew came and whispered something in somebody else's ear, and the director came back and said, "We were considering you for a small part. I just wondered if you fancy being a Stormtrooper. You've got 2 days on this, or you can have a few months on it." So I became a Stormtrooper. And I later discovered that it was Peter Diamond's influence that had come into play there, because I think he had a man down, or something they were doing down, and he said he'll do. And although I wasn't a stuntman, I got involved in a lot of the stunt scenes, not as a stuntman, but as an ordinary Stormtrooper. There was a difference, however, which I'll tell you about in a minute.